Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome in if this is your first time being here. My name is Melissa, and this is Empowered Gems Tarot. Today we're going to be taking a look at the question, how does your person feel about you? Blunt AF. So in this reading, we're going to be getting a look into where your person stands energetically with regard to your connection, their feelings, how they're viewing the status of the connection, and any advice that Spirit has for you. And the reason that I title this reading Blunt AF, for those of you that are new, is because my goal and intention is to provide a more grounded and practical read on the energies, right? So I never want any of my viewers or subscribers to be kind of like addicted to readings or in a situation where readings are giving them false hope in a situation. So I like to take that more grounded and practical approach to these love readings. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to leave out anything that's, spiritual or loving. We're definitely going to interpret the energies as I see them, right? But just keep in mind, if you are somebody who's looking for a specific style that's more like fluffy or like rainbows and sunshines projected onto the reading where maybe it's not there, this is not going to be the best suited reading for you, okay? But also remember, this is a general collective reading on YouTube, so the messages will vary in how specifically they might resonate with each individual viewer or situation. So as a best practice, if anything that I say in your reading feels confusing or just doesn't really feel like it fits your own unique situation as you know it to be, just take that as an indication that it's not your message, and maybe those are for somebody else out there in the collective that's watching the same reading as you. Okay. If you guys did want to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is in the description box down below. I do offer a How Do They Feel Blunt AF reading in my personal offerings. So if you ever feel like these general readings on YouTube aren't hitting it for you and you wanted to get a personal, you can opt to do that as well. All right, but with that being said, let's go ahead now and select your reading. So today we're doing 4 reading choices. This was by request of my subscribers. So we have 4 readings to pick between. If you're drawn to reading 1, we're going to be working with the Everyday Witch Tarot and this Garden Quartz crystal. If you're drawn to reading number 2, we're working with the Forest of Enchantment Tarot and this little piece of amber. If you're drawn to reading number 3, we'll be working with the Wheel of the Year Tarot and this Firefly Quartz. And if you are drawn to reading number 4, we'll be working with the Old Style Tarot and this Pink Rose Calcite. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Thinking about your person, how they currently feel toward you, what you need to know. Go ahead and select the deck or crystal that you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've just have selected your reading, you can scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will skip you ahead to your chosen reading. See you there. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to the Everyday Witch Tarot and this really pretty Garden Quartz crystal, this will be your message. And today we're looking into how your person is currently feeling about you, Blunt AF, okay? So let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to see first where they stand energetically with regard to this connection. So let's go ahead and see. So where does pile number 1's person stand energetically when it comes to their true feelings for my pile 1 viewers? Feeling a little bit of tightness in my throat. So this person could be struggling with emotional expression or just authentic expression of self when it comes to you. Where do they stand, Spirit? Okay, we've got fresh start, like that energy. Let's see. But then we also have deception. So that makes sense with the throat chakra energy that I'm getting, because they want a new beginning with you. They see right now that there's an opportunity for the two of you to start fresh in some capacity, But there's deception here. So there's something they're not saying. There's something they're not expressing. There's something they're withholding or holding back from you. At the bottom of the deck, we have commitment as well. So it could be that this person with crossroads, I feel like they're kind of struggling with like, what do I commit to right now? Or do I want commitment or do I not want commitment? You know, there's kind of like two paths that they have in front of them. And I think there's a little bit of indecision around how they want to move forward when it comes to what they're committing to in this connection. Okay. We also have illusions. Be careful of drama and falseness, being deceived by appearances or people, extreme emotions, and idealizing a situation or avoiding a difficult truth. Makes perfect sense, right? So your person right now, group one, is kind of in this energy where they want a fresh start. They want a new beginning, but I feel like there's something very crucial that they're not being honest about, or they're in avoidance over. And they could be doing a lot of projection at this time as well. Like I'm noticing how she's got those like 3D glasses on in the movie theater, like something that distorts her vision. So I feel like they could be idealizing this fresh start in a way without like getting to the heart of the reality of the truth of the situation. Okay. This says, my obsessive thinking got the best of me. I allowed my emotions and others to control and dictate my actions towards our connection. I finally understand I need to trust my intuition. Well, we'll see if that pans out in the tarot. You know, this person, with you guys choosing garden quartz, that crystal is very much connected to past life lessons, karmic lessons. So there could be like a pretty strong karmic lesson that's being played out here with this person. Maybe they're kind of working through their karmic lessons through you. Could be that you and this person have known each other in a past life, or maybe they've just been in your life for a long time. There's someone from your past. So Spirit, how does pile number one's person truly feel about my pile number one viewers? How do they truly feel about pile one, please? Group one. Knight of Swords in reverse. There's that blocked communication. Okay. Ace of Cups. The Sun in reverse. Clarify. Ooh, okay. We've got the Hanged Man here. Wow. Clarify this Ace of Cups, please, Spirit. How do they feel? The Tower. Oh my gosh. And the Sun in reverse, please. The Fool. And then we have A6 of Swords in reverse in the bottom of the deck. So I think that they still have like pretty turbulent feelings toward you, group one, to be totally honest. I definitely think you trigger this person. I definitely think with that garden quartz, there's some sort of karmic lesson here that they're supposed to be learning through this connection about themselves, about commitment, about communication, about authentic expression of self. Okay. And I just feel like your person is somebody who is projecting or idealizing something onto you or onto the situation, but they're not really ready to face the grounded and practical reality of what would be needed to actually ground this connection into something stable, to actually grow this little seed. Okay. With the Ace of Cups here, this person definitely is showing that they have strong feelings for you. They have like butterflies when they think of you. Their heart is open when it comes to you. And I feel like with the Tower, this feels very disruptive to this person. It feels very disturbing. It feels very unsettling. I don't think that this person was fully realizing how much feeling they have toward you. I don't think they were expecting to feel this feeling toward you. Ace of Cups energy is new love energy. Okay. But I feel like there's something about it where if they were to act on it, it would be very disruptive with this Tower, because look in this Tower, how the witch, she looks very satisfied with herself. Like she's the one that blew up the Tower with her magic, right? And look, the little cat is so scared right here. Like she did this on purpose, right? And so I think that there's something about this situation. My heart does feel very activated, but there's something about this situation where I feel like they would be blowing up some sort of foundation in their life if they acknowledged their true feelings for you in their purity here. So definitely a lot of turbulent feelings with the Six of Swords in reverse. I see a lot of push-pull energy, in and out energy as well. With this Knight of Swords reverse and the Hanged Man, I feel like your person has a lot that they want to say. I think there's a part of them that's really driven and they want to like pursue, they want to chase, they want to come toward you, but it's in reverse with the Hanged Man being here. So it's like, this person, though they have this open-hearted energy toward you, you've activated their heart space. When it comes to actually taking action toward you, I see them stalled. Okay. So it's like they want this fresh start, but there's confusion about like, how do I direct that to happen? How do I pursue for that to happen? There could be something going on in their life, again, behind the scenes with the Tower, where like maybe it's not the right time, or they're not ready to kind of act. They're not ready to commit to one decision or another, right? And then we have pause here as well, right? So it's like they're not communicating clearly. They're not taking a clear path toward you because they feel like they need to put it on pause right now. The Sun in reverse too is interesting because it's like there is something that's Spirit is saying like they're not sure about. Like there's confusion that they feel, or something that they're not fully revealing to you. It feels like your person has maybe freed themselves from a situation. Maybe they did it on purpose with the Fool. Like there's something here when it comes to you where I feel like they want to just take this leap. They want to take this risk, but they're not seeing it clearly with the Sun. So it's like the main thing that I get from this group one is like your person wants to come toward you. They want a fresh start with you. They have feelings for you. But when it comes to actually like taking the clear path forward toward pursuing you, the energy's blocked. They're confused. They don't really know what they want. And I think a part of it just has to do with the fact that they're projecting something instead of dealing with the grounded reality of what it would mean to actually pursue you. They're hiding something. They could just be hiding their feelings. It might not necessarily be anything nefarious. Like I'm not clearly seeing any third-party energy. Yeah, look, King of Cups reverse. Their emotions are kind of unstable right now when it comes to this connection. Their emotions are turbulent when it comes to this connection. They're very activated by you, group one. So let's just see what else we get. We're going to work with my deck, the Empowered Emotions Oracle, to see what else we can get around their feelings. So Spirit, what does this person truly feel toward my group one viewers at this time? We have addicted. Okay. And longing. There's something about this that's not healthy. And I can see that. Like this person, I think, is very out of balance emotionally. And there's something about you that really opens up their heart in a way that they're very uncomfortable with. Like I just don't feel them being really ready to fully act on or receive this connection in a mature way. They may be sort of in a more sexually charged energy towards some of you, or coming from a place of having patterns of behavior that are not the healthiest. And maybe there is a level of awareness to that with the Hanged Man here, which is why they're not pursuing anything. Okay. What else, Spirit? How do they feel about group one? We have butterflies. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, like they really have feelings for you, and there's heartbroken energy here. So maybe like they just got out of something and they're heartbroken, or maybe you guys split and they want to come back. There's definitely something here with the Tower that has activated and opened up their heart toward you. How do they feel, Spirit, toward group one? And then we have marginalized here. They might not be feeling their best, you guys. That is, and look, we have heartbroken showing itself again. They're going through something right now. I think either you guys broke up with them, or they're going through a breakup, or they're just hurting from something else that has impacted their heart space leading up to this point. But with marginalized being here, it's almost like they're trying to minimize their feelings or compartmentalize their feelings. Part of them might feel depressed or sad at this time. Maybe it's nothing to do with you, but just having to do with whatever their situation is. And so like while they want to take this leap toward you, I think they do feel in a lot of ways that they could just be themselves with you, and maybe they're free of a situation that has sort of restricted them from coming toward you before. But I don't think they feel good enough for you right now. I think they know that there's not a lot of clarity that they hold around being able to actually pursue you in a real way. They might feel left out too in some way. Like maybe you guys don't see them like this, or maybe they, with the sun being here, one thing that I notice is that there's like a group of people dancing here and it's in reverse. So maybe they feel like an outsider in your life in some way as well. They just have a lot going on in their heart space when it comes to this connection, group 1. So let's see. Let's see how they view the status of your connection, because this usually gives us the real tea. How are they viewing the status of this connection, Spirit, with my group 1 viewers at this time? How are they viewing the status of this connection, please, Spirit? We have scared. That makes a lot of sense. They're scared to open up. There's fear here. So it may not necessarily be like a third-party energy for some of you, but there's a lot of fear, self-sabotage that I see. We have boot up, sex, cuddling, and spending nights together. I think they think a lot about what it would be like. They fantasize a lot about what it would be like to be able to be close to you in that way. They definitely feel that love feeling toward you. I feel it really strong in my heart space, group 1. So they definitely like you a lot. They have feelings for you, but they're not moving forward. Something is being put on pause here because they are afraid of opening up or pursuing this further. They're not sure what they want. What else, Spirit? How do they view the status of this connection? Aww, true love. And then we have divine timing. Now is not a favorable time. There are things impacting this connection. And you know what, you guys? I think that makes a lot of sense with this tower. I definitely get the sense that they were not expecting to have feelings for you at this particular moment in time. And I just feel like this person has either blown something up in their personal life, or they have gone through like a really catastrophic ending or change here. And the way they feel about you has really caught them off guard. I don't think they're really knowing how to fully process their feelings. What I would say is that they definitely view you as an opportunity with the Ace of Cups for new love. I think they do view you as being very pure of heart as it pertains to this connection, but they are very scared right now to open up to you fully. So they desire this new beginning. They desire a fresh start. They want to be close to you, right? There's something about like being close to you, being intimate with you in this way that makes them feel really excited. And if you guys have already been in that space of intimacy with this person, I think they really enjoy that. But they are going through some stuff, okay? They are scared to pursue right now. And so they're kind of like avoiding their feelings. They're hiding. And as I'm parting the deck, look, I hide my feelings and I have trouble with intimacy. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, so what else, Spirit? What would they tell my group 1 viewers? Messages from their higher self if they were being truthful and honest about their feelings. Maybe this person has addictions that they're working through right now too, you know? We have I do love you. So they're saying in their way, that makes sense with the Ace of Cups. You didn't see my tears, so maybe they've cried over you. I feel like it's over the timing or something. Because it seems like divine timing. Like this person wants to pursue you, but they have to hide their feelings, or they feel like they have to hide their feelings. And maybe they've been really struggling behind the scenes without being able to pursue you. We have I'm not over you. Yeah, so listen, I miss seeing you. There's a longing here, you guys, but I feel like their higher self is kind of saying, like, right now, it's not a good time for this person to be able to pursue. And your person knows that, because I see that in their behavior with the Hanged Man, right? Like, they aren't ready to take action toward you. So even though they have these really strong feelings bubbling underneath the surface, there's just like, they're not moving toward you in a way that is conducive to actually committing. I see them being like really, really indecisive about that right now. And it could just be they're at a crossroads in their life in some other matter too that's also impacting how they can pursue you or how they would show up with you. So group one, we're going to end your reading with some messages for you. Spirit, what do you want my group one viewers to be aware of with regard to their own energy as it pertains to this person and this connection? Creator, I manifest my own reality with my thoughts and words. Okay. And let's get one more. Wounded, I will not allow toxic people from the past ruin me for future encounters. I take my power back now. This makes sense. And look at this. This kind of confirms what I was saying about the karmic past life connection. It says imprint. My soul has chosen you for this important lesson for healing and ascension purposes. I thank you for our time together. I think that's part of like the purpose of this connection, is that you are supposed to learn something about your own inner work. Group one. And it feels like it could be something centered around like standing in your power, right? Because this one talks about manifesting your own reality through your own creative words, thoughts, beliefs, right? And taking your power back from people who might be toxic. Okay, so instead of letting this person hold all the power, which they don't seem capable of doing right now because they're in their own wounding, Spirit is kind of saying now might be a good time for you to take your power back and move accordingly, whatever that means for you. Okay. But yeah, I definitely think with this garden quartz, you and this person both are kind of supporting each other's healing at this time. Okay. So this is what I see, group one, very intense. Comment below. Let me know what's been happening with your person. And I look forward to seeing you in another reading soon. Bye. Hello, group two, and welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to the, the Forest of Enchantment Tarot, and this little piece of amber, this is going to be your message. One moment. And what we're going to be looking into, group two, is how your person currently feels about you. Blunt AF. So let's go ahead and jump in. And we're going to start by taking a look at their current position, their current energy toward you as it pertains to this connection and their feelings. Okay. Spirit. So for my group two viewers, where do they stand, Spirit, energetically, as it pertains to their connection with my group number two viewers? Okay, so we have mask. Where do they stand, please? And we have fear. We do also have the energy of third party at the bottom of the deck. So I already kind of feel like your person, group two, there's something that's kind of putting a wedge between the two of you. Now, this could be work related. It could be that they have another relationship that they're in. There's something external to this connection that I think pulls this person's attention away from you. Okay. And we'll kind of see how that unfolds in the energies as we move forward. But right now, it just seems like they don't really want you to see them. It seems like they're in the dark. They're in the shadows. I wouldn't be surprised if this person's even pulled back their energy a little bit too, because I see them here in the dark. This person has a lot of fear as it pertains to you and as it pertains to this connection. I think you guys could be mirroring each other a little bit as well. And there's definitely sort of this energy of them putting on a facade in front of you. It's like this mask is a very neutral look. And so it just makes me feel that this person tries to put on a front that everything is very neutral when it comes to you. But deep down inside, there's a lot of fear that you bring up in this person. And that's not neutral. You know what I mean? I think there's something about you that probably has really activated this person emotionally. We're going to see as we get into the cards, because the third party is coming up, right? And so it makes me feel like whatever it is that you have activated for them, it has them thinking about you as being like a third party, right? Or vice versa. Like there's something going on with their attentions being divided. Let's just see what else we have. We have outer turmoil, battles, arguments, and unnecessary conflicts, feels their world is falling apart literally, physical world filled with chaos, confusion, and destruction. So this person might have a lot going on behind the scenes within whatever this third party situation is, and they're not telling you about that. They're hiding that or actively trying to mask that so that you're not aware. Okay, so let's just see. Let's get into the tea, group 2. So Spirit, help us to understand, please, how group number 2's person truly feels about them. How does group 2 truly feel about them? Truth be told, please, Spirit. I keep seeing the Devil card showing itself. We'll see. Okay, so we have the 10 of Wands. Eight of Swords, definitely that fear-based energy coming up. King of Wands. Ooh, okay. All right, clarifying this 10 of Wands, please, Spirit. How do they truly feel about group 2? Aw, okay. The 2 of Cups. Clarifying this 8 of Swords. Page of Pentacles, and clarifying this King of Wands, please. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And then we have the World at the bottom of the deck. That's really interesting. 6 of Swords reversed. This says, I feel my life is falling apart and I don't know what to do. Whatever can go wrong has gone wrong, but the one thing that felt right was you. I kind of feel that vibe a little bit, because I do sense a lot of really heavy energy that this person is carrying, whether they're telling you about it or not. Part of me feels like they're not telling you, because again, with this mask, this is where they currently stand when it comes to their energy toward you, group 2. So it's like they want you to kind of see them as this powerful King of Wands, or this like unaffected, unbothered person. But I think that there is a lot that they're dealing with externally with whatever this third party situation is, whether it's like a marriage, a partner, family matters, or like work matters, whatever it is external to the situation, there's a lot of chaos. Now, when it comes to this World energy, I think that your person has recently just closed out some sort of a chapter in their life as well. And how they feel toward you with this World is that it almost feels like you open up a whole world of potential or possibilities to this person, right? Look at this, how it's almost like they coming out of this dark wooded area, and now you can kind of see this like beautiful expansive path forward. But I think with the 6 of Swords in reverse, they might still be kind of healing or stressed or sort of like burdened. Well, I know they're burdened because I see it here, by whatever these external forces are in their life that they're trying to move through. But the World is a beautiful energy because it indicates closure, it indicates endings that lead to new beginnings. I do think that there's a part of this person that sees a lot of beautiful potential. Like there's a new beginning here as it pertains to this connection, potentially. So what's going on? We have the 10 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. There's something like very heavy that this person is carrying, burdens that they're carrying. We have these people like they're walking through the woods barefoot. You can tell they've been through a lot. Their hair is all matted, right? It feels like they're carrying a lot of weight on them, it's clarified here by the Two of Cups. So I feel like this person does see you as like a friend. I think they see you as someone that they carry this like emotional resonance with. They may not be telling you again about all of whatever it is that they're burdened with at this time, but I do feel that there's something about this emotional harmony, this emotional resonance, this friendship that they share with you that's like helping them to sort of get through whatever the burden is. Now, for some of you guys, I think that this connection feels very heavy to them as well. It could be that this person really struggles with their emotions toward you, or maybe they're just kind of feeling like, even though there's this beautiful connection between the two of you, this beautiful harmony between the two of you, that it's going to take a lot of work to get there. And I almost just kind of feel, looking at this 10 of Wands intuitively, there's a lot of different people, like in this scene. It just makes me wonder if this person has like a lot of other people like grabbing for their energy, or they're kind of pulled in a lot of different directions. And that makes them feel very burdened as well. It's like maybe there's a lot of people that rely on them or depend on them in their life. But they do feel this really beautiful emotional resonance and harmony with you. Now, we also have the 8 of Swords and the Page of Pentacles as well. This person has a lot of curiosity toward you with this Page of Pentacles, but again, they have a lot of fear. This kind of reminds me of the Big Bad Wolf story, right? Isn't that the one where the house is made of candy and the kids are like lured into the house where the Big Bad Wolf is pretending to be the grandma? Is that how the fairy tale goes? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but it's sort of like there's something about you that looks like this very sweet, enticing candy house, right? Like they want to touch it, they want to explore it, they're curious about it. But with the 8 of Swords being here, there's a lot of fear about like, well, what would happen if I tried that? What would happen if I explored that? A lot of self-limiting beliefs that I think that this person is maneuvering through right now. And it could be very real too, you guys, that this person is just very stuck in their life with all of their burdens and responsibilities on their shoulders. I think that they have a lot going on around them and it's stressing them out. Even just looking at this card, like she's surrounded by these thorns, these brambles. She's been pricked before, right? And so even though there's a lot of curiosity and fascination this person has toward you, they are scared. They're scared to get hurt again. Okay. But then we come to this King of Wands and this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So I feel like this is kind of the front that this person is putting on to you, which is very different from these other energies. Bold, confident, magnetic, powerful. I think this person's very sexually attracted to you as well, group 2. They want you to see them as this confident, charming, charismatic, bold leader figure. But it's clarified here by the Wheel of Fortune, meaning this person is still very stuck. Something that's kind of interesting that I'm noticing is like how he is creating this swirly kind of magic, meaning your person is very powerful, but it's kind of like similar to the Wheel of Fortune, that cyclical sort of energy. Like I feel for a lot of you guys that this person is very magical and very powerful, but they don't know their own power because of whatever circumstances they're going through right now. But whatever metaphorical power that they're wielding right now is keeping them stuck. It's keeping them from being able to move forward with you. And again, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse can talk about when we get like a curveball thrown at us by the universe that is not necessarily easy. It's kind of like when the wheel is spinning backwards versus forwards, and we're on a downward cycle versus an upward cycle when things are feeling really good. So despite this person's front, I think that they're struggling with like how to wield their power in a way to manage whatever these external circumstances are. And I think that it really negatively impacts their confidence as it pertains to how they deal with you. Okay. Ooh, so let's keep going, group 2. Your person is going through something. So Spirit, how does this person truly feel about my group number 2 viewers? What are their feelings toward group 2 at this time? Help us understand a little bit more clearly, please. And this is my Empowered Emotions Oracle, which if you guys wanted to get one, the link to my website is in the description box below. Okay, so we do have the energy of surprised. Yeah, it's like maybe out of all the connections, all the people that they are responsible for, There's something about you like finding you through this, which was like a very pleasant surprise. I also just feel like you energize this person. Like when the two of you can come together and talk, there's a lot of friendly friendship energy. There's emotional resonance here. It's like you breathe, you reinvigorate them. What else, Spirit? How do they feel about group 2? We have sad. Aw. So there may be some sadness that they're moving through. Yeah, I think that they're suppressing a lot, group 2. Like they come across this King of Wands energy, really confident and magnetic and like powerful and strong, and I can handle anything. But deep down, they are really like going through a hard time. There's something happening behind the scenes with this third party energy here that's really distressing your person. One more, please, Spirit. How do they feel? We have apathetic and bored. Interesting. I don't know. It almost kind of feels like apathetic and bored to change their circumstances, right? Like even though we have this very stressful energy that they're clearly moving through and they've come to some sort of an ending, I think that that's what this is. It's like they're just using their magic and staying stuck versus wielding their power to change and manage their outer circumstances. They're just like, I can't even make myself do that. They're apathetic to it. I think they just feel like they're supposed to live in this chaotic energy for whatever reason. Yeah, that makes sense with the 8 of Swords. It's like they're keeping themselves stuck due to mental limitations here. And maybe they're just like apathetic to whatever this is, this Wheel of Fortune reverse that they're going through and thinking like, well, I don't have the power to change that, when really they do. Okay. So let's look to see now, group 2, how are they viewing the status of your connection with them at this time? So Spirit, how is group number 2's person viewing the status of their connection at this time? No love here. Don't force what's not there. Okay. How are they viewing the status of this connection? The Runner. When things start escalating, this one will start running. Yeah, they're afraid. And then we have Secret Admirer. Yeah, I'm watching. And we have Boot Up. Sex, cuddling, and spending nights together. They definitely want to like exchange energy with you in a more intimate way, but I don't see them doing that. I think they're compartmentalizing you, group 2. Like, especially if this person is like in another connection, which I feel like for a lot of you guys they are with that third party being here. I think they're very much still stuck in that connection. And even though they feel this really beautiful emotional resonance and connection with you, they're admiring you from afar. There's definitely not neutral feelings here, okay? But I almost feel like this person, like I'm drawn to the fact that this is 2 women, like a same-sex connection. That could be the case for some of you, or maybe this is a same-sex attraction. But I know for a lot of you, a lot of my viewers are women who date men, right? And so I almost feel like they're minimizing it in their mind, saying, oh, we're just friends. We're just friends. It's not like that. And I also feel like because they're so burdened and stressed out about like whatever else is going on in their life, they're kind of compartmentalizing you and putting you in a box and just saying, well, this connection is what it is, and it's not something I can pursue. It's not something I'm ready for, so I'm not going to force it. But they definitely view this connection as them watching you, and they are very afraid of intimacy, right? It's like this curiosity of, ooh, like I want to touch that. I want to explore group 2, right? I want to learn about group 2, but then I feel like whenever you guys do have these beautiful moments of like emotional resonance and intimacy, they freak out and they feel sad because it's almost like they know that they can't pursue it because of whatever this external situation is that they're in. So I know they're wearing a mask, group 2, but they're not neutral when it comes to you. Just know that. Okay. Spirit, what would this person say to my group 2 viewers? Messages from their higher self, please. If they were being truthful and honest, what would they say to my group 2 viewers about their feelings? We have, I would do it again. Maybe for some of you, this is a same-sex attraction, actually. And that would make sense as to why they're feeling afraid, because maybe this person is not typically into that. You know what I mean? That makes sense to me. For some of you, take that as it resonates, but I think that could be part of the story for some of my viewers out there. It makes sense with the mask. Like, they're not ready to come out and embrace that side of themselves, and maybe they truly can't because they're in a third-party situation here. So they're kind of telling themselves, no, it's just friends. It couldn't be anything more. But I think there is an activation here. So they're saying they would do it all again. They would repeat the connection again. We have, I saved your texts and messages. So there's a lot of like ruminating and reviewing conversations that you've had with them. What else, Spirit? Will you ever make things right? So there's a little bit of like them feeling maybe as though you owe them something. And then look, I have too much to lose. Exactly. They're not, I don't think, walking away from whatever this is to be with you, group 2. And there's something about it where I think they feel like you owe them to rectify something versus them owing you to rectify something. So everybody's situation is going to be a little different as it pertains to that. But I think with the 8 of Swords, they do feel a little bit like a victim right now, or they feel kind of awkward about something that's happening within this connection. But yeah, this person, group 2, this is very intense. Like, they're going through a lot in their personal life, and I think that they're very drawn to you. They're very attracted to you. They're watching you from afar, but they are not ready yet. They're fearful of escalating things at this time. So we're going to close this out, group 2, with some messages from Spirit, just for your own energy. What does Spirit want you to know when it comes to this connection? We have soul cleanse. I embrace my emotions. So it's okay to feel how you feel about it. Embrace those feelings, move through them, feel through them, release them. It's okay to cry. We also have alienation. The act of isolation stems from fear of intimacy. Do not take this behavior personally or try to force anyone to open up. That makes sense. Like, I was getting at the beginning of this reading, group 2, that this person may have pulled back their energy from you. And I think that they have. I think that's confirming it. This person is avoiding you in a sense, or maybe they're avoidant, or they're afraid of intimacy. And part of it is because you guys have really activated this person and they can't act on it because of this third party. So I think Spirit is just saying, like, don't take that personally, because it's not a reflection of your value that they're behaving this way. It's a reflection of the fact that they're not able to meet you where you are, right? They're not ready for you either physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So it's like, even though they have all these turbulent feelings about you, and they're watching you, it's like they've distanced themselves because they're afraid of getting too close because of their current situation in their life. Okay. Whew, heavy stuff, group 2. So this is what I'm seeing for you. Comment below. Let me know a little bit about what's been happening between you and your person. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to view this reading, and I look forward to seeing you in another one soon. Bye. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to the Wheel of the Year Tarot, oh goodness, okay, and this Firefly Quartz crystal, this is going to be your message. So we're looking into how your person is feeling about you, blunt AF, and we're going to start just by looking into the this person's current energy as it pertains to this connection. So one moment, I just feel like I'm a little off balance here. Let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, group 3, Spirit. So how is this person truly feeling about my group 3 viewers? Where do they stand energetically? Spirit, where does this person stand energetically when it comes to my group 3 viewers? and their feelings toward this connection, please. Where do they stand, Spirit, when it comes to their feelings towards my group number 3 viewers? Okay, so we've got balancing the scales. And we have winter. Okay. We also have the energy of fresh start coming up here at the bottom of the deck as well. Okay. So I definitely think that there is like this energy undertone here of them wanting a fresh start, a new beginning with you. There is this energy of them wanting to even things out. Okay. So for some of you guys, I feel like maybe this person, you and this person have been in a dynamic that's very like one person's giving while the other person's not reciprocating. Like it feels like one person here has been doing more than the other. And so this person is desiring to sort of even the scales. Now, what's interesting about this is that we have winter here. And typically when we see winter, this can indicate somebody who is sort of in separation from us or pulling back their energy, or something about the current dynamic is dying down. Maybe from their perspective, this is an opportunity for them to restore balance. Maybe there is something about this connection that needs to die down in order for them to be able to restore balance and begin fresh with you. The other thing that I feel is that there is a little bit of this push-pull that I get, where it's like maybe there's a part of them that desires a fresh new beginning to balance the scales, but then there's another part of them that would feel more comfortable pulling back or slowing things down. The other piece of this that I see is there could be something around timelines that Spirit is pointing to for us as well. So the winter season could be significant in terms of when this fresh start comes through. I'm also getting the spring season with this fresh start energy. So let's continue. We've got mirroring nature, great source of reflection and growth, willingness to understand and genuinely connect. They show you your deepest fears, insecurities, and shadows through action. And this says, if you're feeling under duress or feeling solemn, I feel it too. When you're thinking of me, I'm thinking of you too. Our connection is deep and profound and sometimes difficult to understand. So you and this person are mirroring each other. This is where they stand. So they're mirroring something to you. You're mirroring something to them. And maybe, just maybe, with this balancing of the scales, this person is starting to understand through that mirroring what needs to be balanced out here. Okay, so let's see. Let's get into their true feelings for you, Group 3. So Spirit, how does Group 3's person truly feel about them and this connection as the energy stands today? What are their true feelings toward my group number 3 viewers? Okay, so we've got a lot of cards falling out of the deck, but we're going to take the one that came face up, which is the 2 of Cups here. Okay, how do they feel, Spirit, towards my group 3 viewers? Magician. We also have the 2 of Swords. Clarifying this 2 of Cups. How do they feel? The Strength card. Clarifying this Magician. How do they feel? The Lovers in reverse. Interesting. And clarifying this 2 of Swords, please. Eight of Swords in reverse. And look at this. We have Justice at the bottom of the deck. Very interesting synchronicity here. So yeah, I definitely feel you guys like this person is wanting to balance things out. They want to be accountable. Okay. Justice can talk about fairness, balance, truth, accountability, doing the right thing. Okay. So I definitely feel that that is something that they are desiring here. And I also kind of feel with this Queen of Wands in reverse, I kind of feel like this person is maybe viewing you as having pulled back your energy from them. I know they feel very fondly about you with the 2 of Cups. We're going to get to that in a minute. But they see you as this Queen of Wands, but she's reversed. So maybe some of you guys are frustrated or angry with this person, or maybe you've just kind of pulled back your energy. They perceive it to be a little icy right now. maybe you guys have been overextending yourselves when it comes to this connection and you've pulled back. And maybe that has been really showing this person very clearly, like, who's been showing up and who hasn't been, hence why they would like to come forward to balance things back out with you. Okay. So how do they feel? Well, with the Two of Cups, I definitely think they feel this like beautiful emotional connection with you. Like, there's harmony, there's love here, there's this energy of really seeing eye to eye with one another. They have feelings for you, for sure. I would definitely say they're romantic feelings. I also think there are sexual feelings here that they're pushing down, it's like interesting with the Strength card coming up next to Winter. Like, I almost kind of wonder if this person is trying to repress or push down their like physical and sexual desires, maybe any anger that they're feeling toward you, because Strength can be anger too. But they're very much like, they love this connection they share with you, this emotional harmony they share. And it activates something in them physically, sexually, desire-wise, that they're trying to constrain. Maybe that's why if like one or both of you has pulled back, I'm wondering if that's part of it. Like, maybe this person feels too activated around you, and so they pull back their energy because maybe it's difficult for them to exercise self-control at times. But this person definitely has a lot of desire that they hold toward you. And there's a couple energies with the Two of Swords and the Strength of them trying to like keep that sexual stuff contained, or their desires or impulses kind of contained here. Delayed gratification, if you will. I definitely feel with the Lovers in reverse that they're perceiving that perhaps the two of you have been not on the same page. I see them wanting to manifest this connection back into their life in some way. Okay. Fresh start. Like, they want to revive something as it pertains to you. It's giving me this energy of, I want to manifest group 3 back in. So especially I think if you guys have been in separation from this person with Winter, I feel like you have been. They want to call you back into their life. I feel like they want to repair whatever bond has been broken between you with the Lovers. It is reversed though. Okay. They feel right now with the Two of Swords that the two of you are kind of at a stalemate. I definitely do feel like there's kind of like this energy of you've pulled back your energy, group 3. I feel like you've pulled back from them, and then they probably haven't been showing up in the most movement-oriented energy with that Strength card. And so you guys are just kind of at a stalemate here, just kind of like, okay, who's going to make a move? Who's going to break it? But with the Eight of Swords in reverse, I think that this person is starting to feel a little bit less trapped, a little bit less stuck, a little bit less in their head about coming back around, manifesting you back in and showing up well to kind of revive this connection and again, restore that balance. Okay. So yeah, I definitely do feel there is something about you that has mirrored something to this person about where they've lacked accountability, responsibility, where they've lacked the ability to make decisions here. I definitely do think there is a level of self-awareness that they have around like showing up a little bit better for you. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Group 3. How do they feel, Spirit? How does this person truly feel about my group 3 viewers? What are their true feelings and emotions? This is my Empowered Emotions Oracle deck that you guys can get on my website. Okay. How do they feel? We have impartial. Yeah, it's like they feel these really beautiful emotional feelings toward you. But with the Strength card, they're trying to kind of push them down. They're trying to come across a bit more stoic in their approach here. Impartial also connects to balancing the scales and justice, right? Because justice is about being objective. Okay, so I think that they are kind of looking at this situation through a more objective lens. This does not feel like it's an emotion-based decision here. It's like I need to do the right thing by group 3 sort of decision that they're making to balance things back out. How do they feel, Spirit, about my group 3 viewers? Okay. We have prideful. Okay. So there's definitely something I think connected to their image here as well. Like they want to be perceived well by you. And that's driving some of this as well. And then we have reserved and shy. So it makes sense with the Two of Swords. But again, I do think that they are coming out of a period of being a bit stuck or trapped. And it's almost like I feel through you guys pulling back your energy or through this winter season, it's really illuminating for this person where they've fallen short and what they need to do in terms of coming back around to make things a little bit more balanced between the two of you again. All right, so let's take a look at how they're viewing the status of this connection currently. So Spirit, how does Group 3's person view the status of this connection at this time? What is the status of this connection from their perspective, please? I think one other message I'm getting is that, especially if you guys have been married to this person or committed to this person in any capacity, part of like, there is something about their image that they like when it comes to being like committed to you or attached to you. And so I don't think that the separation has been super fulfilling to them, we'll say. Okay. They like how they feel when they're connected to you. They like the way they appear to others when they're connected to you. Just something to be mindful of. It doesn't mean there's not this like emotional connection here, because there definitely is with the Two of Cups, but there is like a layer to this that feels like it's very image conscious for your person. Okay. How do they see the status of this connection, please, Spirit? How does this person for Group 3 see the status of their connection at this time? Okay, so we have tired. Someone is losing interest. Okay, let's keep going. I feel like that's how they see you. We have fear of the unknown is why you're settling. Missing you. Aw, that's cute. We do have emotionally immature. This one makes impulsive decisions. It might be exciting, but it will be short-lived. But you see, that makes sense, you guys, because I see that with strength. I think this person is becoming a lot more aware of the fact that they have a tendency to be impulsive. And so if you guys have taken a break from this person or separated from this person, I think that they do have this intention that I feel to come back around and repair things with you because they really miss you. But I think that there is a certain level of mirroring, learning about their own energy that they've been experiencing through you. I do think that they are becoming more self-aware about their own behavior and the way that they've shown up in this connection. I actually think this is how they're viewing you at this time with this Queen of Wands in reverse. Like, I think they see you as having lost your passion for them, lost your focus on them. You know, again, especially if you guys are the ones that kind of initiated pulling back your energy because things were not moving the way that you wanted them to, or moving at the right pace or reciprocal or whatever it is. They're viewing you as losing interest. They want to come forward because they feel this really beautiful like emotional connection with you. I think this person feels very seen by you, and I feel like it really turns them on, to be honest. That's like kind of how I feel right now in my own energy. Like, this person feels very turned on by this emotional connection. So I feel like they're trying to not be impulsive with you, again, moving forward. But there is still a fear here that's blocking. There is still a fear that they're moving through here. And it's interesting because it says fear of the unknown is why you're settling. So I don't know if this person has been settling for this no contact, even though they don't want it. They're maybe like a little afraid to approach you. I do think they see you as very bold, maybe a bit intimidating at times, or especially if they feel like you're angry with them. I think they're a bit intimidated by that energy. But they miss you a lot. They're longing for you, Group 3. So let's see. Let's take a look at messages from their higher self as it pertains to you in this connection. Okay, Spirit. So what would this person say from their higher self if they were being truthful and honest about their feelings toward Group 3? Let's take a look. It says, I am recovering. So maybe that's part of the pullback, is maybe they've been moving through a period of healing or a period of recovery. I wonder how you feel. So they think about you a lot. And I think that's part of what's making them afraid to reapproach you. Group 3 is, I don't think they're sure how you would receive it. That's why they have that kind of shy energy. Let's see. Oop, hold on. One more, please, Spirit. I still have feelings for you. Aww. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense with that 2 of Cups, for sure. And then we don't share the same values at the bottom, and I can be myself with you. So I'm wondering if there's some sort of like fundamental difference here with this Lovers in reverse. Maybe it's something about marriage, you know, like since this couple is getting married here, but there's something that you and this person might be hold very different stances on, like some sort of fundamental core value. Maybe even just like some sort of approach that you guys are taking to the connection. They're kind of perceiving that you're not on the same page with that, but they still feel this beautiful harmonious connection with you, Group 3. So maybe there's just something more structural or belief system wise that they're feeling you guys don't share the same views on, that's impacting things as well. And maybe that's the fear. For some of you, maybe it's like, oh, pile 3 believes this, but I believe this. Or pile 3 was brought up this way, but I was brought up this way. And maybe that's something that feels too different that would really push them out of their comfort zone, right? Even though they could have this really beautiful, harmonious, emotional connection with you if they took the chance. So let's see, Group 3. We're just going to close it out for you with some messages about your own energy from Spirit. So guidance and advice from Spirit as it pertains to your own energy as you continue to navigate this connection. Let's see what Spirit has to say. We have promise. I will not settle for crumbs. I deserve a great love in this lifetime. So it's kind of like this person I feel was not honoring their commitments to you, or that they weren't following through, or I just feel like you guys were probably putting in more effort than they were. And now that you've pulled back your energy and they're noticing the gap, I think they're seeing more clearly how imbalanced things were. They do desire to make things right, but Spirit is saying, just remember that you don't deserve crumbs. Like, you deserve someone who's going to give you the whole loaf of bread and be consistent and stable, right? Someone who can really match your energy. Let's get one more. We have Vampire. I will try my best to handle my own issues rather than draining the energies of others around me. Okay. So maybe there's a part of this situation, Group 3, where I feel like it's twofold, so take it as it resonates for you. But vampire energy it's the energy of kind of siphoning off of others, right? And sometimes it's not intentional. But I think with the issues of balance in this connection, I do feel like maybe one person or both people in different ways were sort of siphoning off the energy and resources of the other, right? This is talking about your own energy, right? And so it's possible that you have needs that this person just simply could not meet, but Spirit is also pointing to you to kind of do some inner work of your own, to ask yourselves like, okay, why do I need to have this person meet this need for me when I could meet it for myself first, right? I think there is something here as well about and also just on the other side of that coin, I think with the breadcrumbing energy, this person was a vampire of your energy as well, right? So I don't think, remember, you guys are mirroring. So I think you're reflecting back a lot of similar energies to one another. So I'm not trying to say that you guys are an energy vampire or anything, or this person's an energy vampire, but there are these like draining tendencies that are coming up that Spirit is saying because of the lack of balance and harmony in this connection, right? So if you're like giving, and this person's taking and not replenishing back, that's going to be draining to you. But then on the flip side, this person taking so much from you is draining your energy, and you might be bringing up, hey, like, I need more from you, I need reciprocity, whatever, and then that feels draining to that person, right? So it feels like this mirroring sort of cycle that you guys were in with them. We also have headspace. I have the ability to change my mood by the thoughts I'm choosing to think. I focus on things that bring me joy, not on things that rob me of my peace. So Spirit is saying to shift your mindset and to focus more on things that bring you joy. Especially if you do continue to engage with this person, because I definitely see that there's like this desire they have to come back around to re-engage with you in some way, group 3. So I think if you're going to continue forward, Spirit is saying be very intentional about how you're thinking about things and to try to focus on the things that bring you joy versus the things that disturb your peace. It doesn't mean you ignore red flags, but if you're going to go in with this person and really commit to like a fresh start, which is something that I think that they want, I think they're saying you've got to be willing to release some of the stuff from the past so that you guys can try to move forward and rebuild in a positive direction here. Okay. So this is what I see, group 3. Please comment below. Let me know a little bit about what's been happening between you and your person. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another reading soon. Bye. Hey, group 4, and welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to the old style tarot and this rosy pink calcite crystal, this is going to be your reading. Today, we're going to be looking into how your person is currently feeling about you, blunt AF. And we're going to start by taking a look at their current energy with regard to this connection. So sort of where they're energetically positioned. And this is going to help us to better understand their feelings for you. Okay. So Spirit, when it comes to my pile number 4 viewers, we're tapping into the energy of their person that's on their mind. Where does this person stand energetically when it comes to their connection with group 4? Where do they stand energetically when it comes to this connection and their feelings for my group 4 viewers? Okay, we have ascending. What else? Ooh, and we have signs. We also have return at the bottom of the deck. So I definitely think that this person is wanting to come back if they've been out of your life, group 4. They're reaching for you energetically. This person has learned their lesson. They've learned, look at all this beautiful light that I'm seeing in all these cards. So this person, I feel like you guys have not been talking, or you've been apart, or there's been a separation here. May not necessarily be anything bad or negative, but this person is coming back around because they're seeing something from a new and different perspective as it comes to you, as it pertains to you. Ascension is when we've learned our lesson, we've done the shadow work, we see something more clearly, and we're looking at it from a new and different perspective. We're kind of moving to the next level of understanding in a situation. The light has been shed. And I think this person has been feeling really spiritually connected to you. I think intuitively, they've been called back to you. And so maybe there's some sort of unfinished business here or some sort of new beginning that's possible here because this person has a new sort of layer of understanding about this connection. We have Scorpio. This says intuitive, resourceful, passionate, loyal, smart, fearless, mystic, and stoic. We also have manipulative, cold, vengeful, rude, power-hungry, jealous, and trust issues. This says, I'm sorry for accusing you of things you didn't even do. I'm so used to people hurting me. I assumed you were just trying to hurt me too. I should have treated you better. Interesting. With Scorpio energy being here, I definitely feel like this person holds their emotions like close to their chest. I think they may have a tendency to repress emotions, or maybe they're not as good about emotional expression at times. But this person feels very deeply when it comes to you and when it comes to this connection. And I do feel with Scorpio that there's sort of this introspective sort of inner work or transformation that this person has been completing behind the scenes. And so maybe in the past they showed up in the shadow side of Scorpio and they've been able to work through and transmute some of that energy where they're going to show up now in the lighter attributes of Scorpio. So let's see what the tarot has to say, because you guys know the oracle cards can sometimes be a little bit less blunt than the tarot cards. So let's see. So Spirit, how does group number 4's person truly feel about my group 4 viewers at this time? How do they truly feel about my group number 4 viewers? How do they feel about my group number 4 viewers, please, Spirit? Page of Wands in reverse. Five of Pentacles. Wow. Queen of Pentacles. Clarifying the Page of Wands. Ooh, the Empress. Clarifying this Five of Pentacles. The King of Swords. And clarifying this Queen of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. And then we have the energy of the Emperor here at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Three of Swords underneath of that. Yeah, there's pain here. There's pain underneath all of this, group 4. So yeah, it definitely feels like you guys broke up or something. I don't know, or separated or something here. All right, so how do they feel? Well, with the Emperor being at the undertone of this reading, I definitely feel that there is something here about this person sort of wanting to be more supportive, stable, and secure as it pertains to the way they show up in this connection. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I definitely think that there are still some shadow energies of Scorpio showing up here, particularly with this King of Swords. It's a very cold energy, which kind of comes through here. The Emperor can also be kind of cold and sort of power and control conscious, right? So I don't want to sugarcoat it. Like, I do think there are still glimmers of those shadow energies that are here with this person. But I definitely think that they have done a lot of inner work with ascension and signs and wanting to come back. I feel like through whatever painful experience that they've been through, because I do see it here, there's still some lingering pain. The Emperor does tell me that they would like to show up better for you. And we have the Empress here too. We've got counterparts here. The Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. So how do they feel? First thing that's calling to me is over here with this Queen of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles. I feel like this person views you guys as being just like someone that can handle it all. Like, the Queen of Pentacles is an energy of responsibility. And with it being clarified by the Three of Pentacles, I'm called to these little like cherubs here that look like children. So maybe for some of you, you're the mother of this person's children, or that you take care of kids or something like that. But they see you as somebody who is like nurturing, responsible. You take care of your responsibilities, and they feel like you're someone who's a really good team player as well. So if you and this person have to team up together to co-parent, or if you guys like work together or something like that, I definitely see this person views you as someone who can do it all. You're responsible. You take care of your responsibilities well. You're very abundant. You're a leader. You're good at getting the work done that needs to get done, whatever it is, in whatever context you know them. Okay? I also feel like with this Empress being here, that this person sees you as this really beautiful feminine energy, like this divine feminine energy. You're nurturing, you're kind, you're compassionate, you're supportive, you're uplifting. I also think this person thinks you're very beautiful. Like, they're very attracted to you physically as well. They see you as like this quintessential, just feminine archetype, like someone that they're very attracted to. Like, you're their ultimate standard of beauty, I guess is what I'm saying here with this Empress being here. But it's interesting with the Page of Wands in reverse, right? Because I feel like this person is like reflecting on the past of this connection, and that's kind of what's coming through here. And I feel like this person feels as though they didn't measure up to you with this Page of Wands in reverse. They really mishandled you maybe in the past. The Page of Wands in reverse is sort of like a repressed attraction, repressed passionate energy, flaky, inconsistent energy. And in comparison to you, very stable and nurturing and supportive, they just feel like they didn't really measure up. Okay? They felt like they weren't good enough for you. For some of you guys, I'm wondering too if there was something here about children. Like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but I feel with this Page of Wands in reverse, maybe there was like, I don't know why I'm getting this, so just discard if this does not pertain to you, but I almost feel like there was like a miscarriage here or some sort of false start where like you guys created this, whether it was like a baby or like some sort of creative endeavor, or it could just be like a metaphor for this connection. It feels like it just fell through as quickly as it started. It didn't have the opportunity to fully bloom or blossom into something before it was over. I think there's a lot of regret around that and sadness with this Five of Pentacles, group 4. So with the Five of Pentacles and the King of Swords, I do think that this person feels sad right now when they think about you. I think they feel lonely, maybe a bit left out or on the outside, on the outskirts of your life at this time. It's a very cold energy, you know, and with the King of Swords, I think they might be trying to kind of logic their way through it. I think they might be trying to rationalize certain things. I think they might be trying to like figure out how to solve whatever the problem is that caused this disconnect. This person seems like a person who really prides themselves on being a problem solver, on being intelligent, on being intellectually stimulating. I feel like they want to be able to fix things for you. With the King of Swords and the Emperor, this is a very masculine person that I'm channeling that's coming through here. And so I think that they want to be able to connect to you and support you, but they're very rational and logical in the way that they approach it. Whereas you show up in this more soft kind of feminine energy. And I don't know if they've always known how to like create a strong container for that. You know, because they're very disconnected from their heart space, I feel, when it comes to you. And again, it's because with Scorpio energy, emotions might feel very uncomfortable for this person, where they repress them or push them down, or they feel really intensely. So it's almost like easier to logic their way out of it versus to really move through the pain of those emotions. So let's continue group 4. It's a lot going on here. So Spirit, how does group 4 truly feel about my group 4 viewers? What are their true emotions? And we're working with my Empowered Emotions Oracle deck for this, which you guys can purchase through my website. How do they truly feel, Spirit, about my group 4 viewers? Okay, hold on. Let's just get one at a time, please, Spirit. We have stubborn. I think that makes sense with the Emperor. Let's see. We do also have skeptical. Okay. One more. And we have nostalgic. Aw. And we have uncertain and confused here. So while this person is ascending and they feel very drawn back to your energy, group 4, I think that they're still not sure how to go about things or what it is that they really want with you. I think that they're longing for a time when things felt more comfortable, when things felt more supportive, more structured with you. They're thinking about this Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles energy, when you guys worked well together as a team and they had access to your energy in that capacity. Maybe, again, you guys worked together or you've co-parented together or had children together, something like that. But I think this person is skeptical when it comes to this Five of Pentacles, King of Swords. It's like, because they have these like abandonment issues, or they feel kind of on the outskirts of your life, or maybe they feel that you guys have iced them out in some capacity. They don't seem to have the same level of access to you as they had before. And so I think that they are logicking themselves in circles here. They don't fully trust yet. They don't fully trust the situation. I think they're going to have a hard time opening up to you. And then with this stubborn energy with the Page of Wands in reverse, there's kind of that repression of reaching out, right? They want to reach out. They have this desire, but they're pushing it down and they're saying, no, like it's not the right time, or I'm not ready to change that. I have to be the one that's in control. So it's interesting, Group 4. I definitely feel like through this separation, this person is ascending. They're learning something, but I don't know that they're fully awakened to like the changes in behavior that would be needed just yet in order to come toward you. So let's see, Group 4. Let's take a look next at how they are viewing the status of your connection. How does Group 4's person currently view the status of their connection? Please, Spirit. We have distant. A disconnect, disharmony, or an argument is currently playing a factor in your connection. So yeah, they definitely perceive that they are on the outs with you for sure. Like they don't have the access to you that they once had. We have just for fun, good times, good company, getting out the house and having fun. Okay. What else? And then we have expect drama, misery loves company, emotionally immature. And then we have secretive. This one is hiding their real feelings. Underneath of that, we have all in. Let's work things out through the good, the bad, and ugly. It's easy to leave, but I want to stay. So I think there is this repression here. Like, I definitely think that they want to come back. I mean, it's coming through here. They want to come back around. I think they want to work things out, but they're kind of still pushing down how they truly feel, Group 4. And there's definitely like the way they see it is that you guys are kind of distant. Maybe you guys do connect with them pretty casually or lightly at this particular moment in time. Like maybe things are not too deep with you at this time. So maybe they're acknowledging that they're having fun with you when you guys do get to connect, but they're definitely feeling like there's some sort of disconnect or disharmonious energy between you, even in these lighter moments. And with this card coming up, there's something here about drama. So I don't know if this person feels like something about the situation is causing drama for them, or if they're the ones that are bringing in the drama, but they're saying, you know, from their higher self that they feel that there's been drama here or conflict that's making them feel a little bit uncomfortable. Okay. So it's like they're reaching for you energetically, Group 4. They definitely feel very like intuitively guided to you, spiritually connected to you. But I feel like this is still a person that has a lot of inner work to do. Like they need to, they're definitely keeping their guard up. Okay. So let's take a look and see what messages Spirit has from their higher self. So what would Pile 4's person or Group 4's person say to my Group 4 viewer, Spirit, if they were being totally truthful and honest? We have I am recovering, so still maybe healing right now or going through a recovery period. I have trouble with intimacy. We can definitely see that coming through here. It's like they know that they feel really good around you and that they want to come back toward you to experience your beautiful energy, Group 4. They see you as this Empress, this Queen of Pentacles. They want to go back to that time when they had more access to you. But I still think that this person needs to work on opening up their heart and being vulnerable, because there's this very cold energy with that Five of Pentacles, King of Swords. It's like they just keep things light with you because they're afraid to go too deep. I miss being with you. Exactly. They miss you. They love being in your energy. They feel comfortable in your energy. We have you inspire me as well. So you inspire this person to be better. But then we also have I don't know how to feel, which I think is very accurate to this person right now. It's like we're not getting a lot of hearts and flowers in this message, group 4, right? It's a lot of like being in their head, missing the comforts of having access to you, feeling like you push them to be better, but having a really hard time opening up and being able to experience and express true intimacy with you. So they're waking up to the fact that they feel good about being with you. They are spiritually coming back toward you, but I think that they are still struggling with opening up. Okay. And with this recovery energy, there's a 3 of Swords here. So this person has a lot of pain that they're masking underneath of this kind of stoic masculine exterior. Maybe they compartmentalize their feelings or something. I don't feel like they're fully dealing with the pain that's underneath the surface here. And it's like leaking through into the way that they interact with you, group 4. Oh, my goodness. So let's go ahead and we're going to end this message, group 4, with just messages from Spirit for you as it pertains to your own energy, what you need to be mindful of as you continue to navigate through this connection. So Spirit, what closing messages do we have for my group 4 viewers? We have Wild Woman, take me or leave me. Yeah, so I think it's about kind of standing on business with this person and just kind of saying like, you don't get to just come in and out. Like you need to pick what you want to do. Either we're going to be together and we're going to go all in and we're going to try this, or you're going to leave me alone. Because they're coming back around after a separation. So I don't know how, like what it was that led to the initial separation, group 4, but they want to come back, you know? And I don't know how much or how significantly they've really changed their behavior from what you experienced before. We have sensuality. I do not deprive myself of enjoyment in this life. Okay. So there could be something here about that that's significant too. You know, I think if this person comes back around and you guys do genuinely enjoy being with them, which I see that in this just for fun, I feel like Spirit is saying it's okay to allow yourself that. You know, don't deprive yourself of something you enjoy if you don't want to. But there is still this energy of like, this person needs to make a decision. They need to commit to something one way or another. They don't get to just be in limbo with me and come and go as they please with this hot and cold behavior. So, group 4, really interesting message. Comment below. Let me know a little bit about what you've been experiencing with your person. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another reading soon. Bye.